Okay, yeah, so welcome back. This the part two of the video we started in the series of your application process. So we did talk about a whole lot in our last video. So let me just share my screen in a bit. Yeah, all right. Okay. So this is exactly what we've been using to talk about the application process overview. If you've not watched our first video, do well to check out this channel, Grad Scholar, so you'll be able to see the part one of this video where we talked about the other processes from deciding your research area to sending a cold email to a professor. So just to remind you, under this step, that's step two of preparing your CV, transcript, and reference letters. Yeah, you also need to look at writing your TOEFL, very important. That's test of English as a foreign language, or IELTS. Yeah, so that's actually very important. It shows your reading ability, speaking ability, listening, and writing ability in English. So that's very important, especially if you're applying for a PhD program. That could help to, help you secure some form of assistantship. Yeah, because they need to know your level of English, and it's not sufficient to just submit documents in English language. And some schools don't even accept that you get a letter from your institution showing that your academic program was taught in English. Beyond that, they need to see, you need to have taken an IELTS or TOEFL to be able to prove your English language proficiency. And that also helps position you to get assistantship, like I earlier said. So in addition to that, you take your GRE. I advise you take your GRE. Now, when you check up schools in the US or, different other countries, you would see that there are schools that have GRE waiver. Yeah. But you see, the truth is, if you can take GRE, I would advise you to take it. Why? Because when the school looks at, they have an array of 10 applications coming in from different prospective students all around the world, and they need to take their decision on who to admit or who to give funding. They would most likely look at something that makes candidate A outstanding more than candidate B. You may have had the same CGPA, for example, say maybe 4.2, 4.2. So the admissions committee will deep dive into other qualifications. They look at the reference letters, they look at the statement of purpose, they look at a whole lot before they're able to come up with a decision of admission. Beyond decision of admission, before they're even also able to come up with decision of funding. So if funding is the main thing you are looking out for, then the more credentials you can get, like writing your GRE, all these things can add to, your suitability for funding, and which is very important. Yeah, so I would advise, even though you see a GRE waiver, you should still go ahead and take a GRE. That is, if you have the means. Yeah, I really strongly advise, because that would give you an edge over other competitors. So the aim is not just to get an admission, but to get some form of funding. So that's very important. Yeah, so next we talk about writing SOP. Now, statement of purpose seems to be one of the hardest requirements, or one of the hardest documents to prepare. Some people postpone writing statements of purpose. They say, "Oh, I'll write it this week." Before you know it, that week is out. Next week, I'll complete it this week. Maybe they start, they're not able to finish, just because it's bulky. Having to write about 900 words, 1,000 words, 2 pages of a document that is able to outline your suitability for the graduate program you are pursuing. It takes a lot, really. It takes a lot, really. So, but it's something you can do. Yeah, you can do. And beyond that, like I said in part one, that we've since 2020 we've been helping people get admissions abroad in different universities across the world. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. We've helped people write academic CVs that are up to standard, professional academic CVs. We've helped people write draft cold emails for different courses that they are applying for. We've helped people write statements of purpose that is plagiarism free, because that's very important. It's plagiarism free and it's unique to them, something that reflects their skills, something that reflects their qualifications, something that reflects their volunteer experiences, something that reflects their academic journey, the challenges they overcame, and the efforts they put in to still come out with, a good grade at the university, So something that also reflects their professional background, memberships in different professional bodies, where they are currently working and how much achievements they've made in their current workplace, and a whole lot. The statement of purpose is expository, and it's something that zooms in on your suitability for admission and even funding. So it has to be well crafted. It has to start with a captivating, paragraph, something that will captivate or that will sustain the interest of the reader. That's very important. I actually have a video on how to write a winning statement of purpose here on this channel, so you could just check that out. Yeah, so we've been around doing all of these things, and if you need a professional service, so just do well to write to me, gradscholar2021@gmail.com, or you just write it in the comment section and I'll respond to you promptly. So yeah, your statement of purpose is very important. It has to free of grammatical errors. That's very important, so that students look like, oh, this person is coming for a PhD program and can't even construct a good grammatical sentences for his statements of purpose and all of that. So those things could just be a write-off. Yeah, so that's why you need to do it well. Yeah, and beyond writing statements of purpose, we also help people to do the whole application. So we have an application package that includes writing of academic CV, writing of statements of purpose, including cold emails, and finally the main application. So that doesn't cost much. So you just, if you need that service, so just do well to put in the comment section, or you can write to me, gradscholar2021@gmail.com. All right, so when you've done all of this, then you can now start the application process. So different schools have their own portal for application. Usually you would be required to create an account, with a functional email. Most of the times an email will be sent to you to verify your account. After you verified your account, then you can now log into the portal. From there, you get to upload your documents, you get to fill in personal information requirements, get to fill in professional experience, and a whole lot of information is required. You upload documents there, and including your statements of purpose. So that's what actually happens in the application portal. Okay, so you can request for app fee waiver. Now, while making your application, you see that some schools require that you pay an application fee. Now, different schools, some schools waive application fee based on maybe people that are coming from low-income countries. So if they see that exceptionally you have good results, but probably you are coming from a low-income country or low-income background, it could be family circumstances. So you just need to construct a very good email, showcasing your skills, showcasing your academic prowess, and also, stating why you can't afford the application fee at that time. There are many people that have had application fees waived for them just because they sent an email to these schools. So, but the main thing is you need to put out a very good email and be able to project yourself appropriately so that the school would be able to see that, oh, you're a talent. And they don't want anything to stop you from applying for the graduate program that you wish to pursue. So you may be lucky and you have a fee waiver. In addition to that, I think there are also schools that waive application fees for different years of study. So I think you should equally look out for that. So you could check on different schools' websites, and I think there are also some people on Twitter that do compile a list of schools that are currently waiving application fee. And I think I'd also check that out, and I could probably make a video on that. So if you think you need that, you could just put that in the comment section. And if I get to see that there are a lot of people that need me to do a video on that, I can just go ahead to, put that together. All right. So when you've done that, if you couldn't get a fee waiver, you can go ahead and pay the application fee, or you look for other schools that are, do not require application fee. Then after that, you submit your application, you wait for responses, and you pray. Yeah. So I think with that, you should be able to have a seamless experience. But you need to understand that procrastination has always been the thief of time. I'll do it today, or I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I'll do it tomorrow. So comes the phrase that tomorrow never ends, actually. Yeah. So that's that. You should just, prepare yourself. If you are planning to go for graduate school, say in a year time, then you should start now to prepare. Actually, the preparation takes about a year. Yes. So this is 2023. This is currently fall. So if you are planning to, pursue admission, a graduate program abroad, say the US, then this is 2023. So you should start now to prepare against fall of 2024. So you have just, you have a full year to go through the process of review, prepare your documents, cold email professors, request fee waiver, take your exams, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT possibly also, depending on what's your program, is requesting for. So I think that's that, and with that, we've come to the end of this video. So just in case you have some other things you wish to add, maybe that I skipped in the process overview, you could do well to put it down in the comments. I would really appreciate that. And so subscribe to this channel, Grad Scholar. Share this video to your friends. So I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, thank you very much.